Cecilia Alvear has led a very interesting life as a television news producer. When you look at the press credentials she's gathered over the years, you notice that it wasn't just a job, it was an adventure. She had covered the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. She met Fidel Castro. But in 1994, she faced the toughest assignment of her life.
I was very busy working for NBC News. As a matter of fact, I was in Mexico. But I had my annual examination and mammogram before I went. And while I was in Mexico, I got a call from the desk saying, "Your doctor wants to talk to you." And I called my doctor, and he says, "You have to get back here as soon as possible." And I did, and I went to see him with my sister. And he said, you know, something is wrong, we need to do a biopsy. And we did, and we discovered that I had breast cancer.
After her mastectomy on April 30th, 1994, it was discovered that Cecilia had 18 nodes involved with cancer, a very serious case. Researching her subjects was a big part of her job as a producer, and when it came to fighting cancer, she tried to educate herself to find the best course of action.
I have to find the most aggressive treatment that I can find. And one of my sisters lives in Seattle, and she saw an article in the paper about a woman who had had this treatment that I had, which is an autologous stem cell transplant. They take out your own stem cells, they subject you to heavy doses of chemo, and then they reinfuse the stem cells. And so then I started figuring out who does this treatment. And I found out that City of Hope in this area was a pioneer in this kind of treatment. So I came here to see Dr. Foreman.
Even though her former oncologist warned her that the procedure she was considering was too dangerous, Cecilia put her faith in Dr. Foreman and the City of Hope.
I was here for 30 days. 30 days I was here. I was in isolation because once they take out the stem cells and freeze them, and they give you very heavy doses of chemo. It's a very difficult process because you get very sick.
To battle through the pain, Cecilia needed the love and support of others, and she received it through a new man in her life: friends, family, and co-workers.
I have been reading that one of the things that help people stand these challenges is love and the support of friends and family, and I certainly had that. The people at work were wonderful. They had blood drives for me. So, I mean, it was a miracle.
In 2000, Cecilia was named one of the 100 most influential Hispanics in the U.S. by Hispanic Business Magazine. Cancer wasn't going to stop her from continuing to be a force. Today, she is an advocate for Latino journalists, and she serves on the board of Padres Contra El Cancer, an organization dedicated to improving the lives of Latino children who have cancer.
We should all, help and try to make sure that people have as good care as I had. I think, it's very important to do that. So I hope that people would contribute with money. I hope that people would become donors, because this is a terrible, it's not one illness, it's hundreds of illnesses that fall under the cancer umbrella. And we just have to keep going and trying to find a cure. I think it's so important. And I'm here, and I don't know, I'm trying to live a good life because I feel like I'm 16 years old,